Hi you guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we have the top 10 anime episodes that were banned. Yeah, so that I'm pretty interested to see like what's going on with that. But first, okay, so I was recommended some new YouTube channels to check out as it's pertaining to anime from some guy 34HNT, and yes, I went to go check out those channels and I can already tell you, yes, it is my speed. I cannot wait to get into it. Okay, so I will definitely be checking out those channels over here with you guys as well too. I already see one that I am particularly interested in, and that is why Mayuri ended up in jail. And I think the creator made that video like 2 years ago. I know I'm late, but whatever. I need to know why, because this is something that I've always wondered since I discovered throughout watching the anime, you know, Bleach, that Mayuri used to be, you know, a jailbird. So I am very interested to see why he ended up in jail. So I'm actually holding off and waiting to watch that video, you guys, because we actually will be watching that video together. Well, I'll be reacting to it, you know, but we will actually be watching that video over here together for the first time. So yes, you guys, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video and let's see what these possible banned episodes were. I can only imagine.
ルールを守らんときはわしのサンダーボルトが火を吹くぞ。
サンダーボルトって。あ、わかりました。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most infamous anime episodes that weren't allowed to air in certain parts of the world.
Why do you want me? You must have some reason for keeping me tied up like a pretzel.
Number 10, Satoshi and Nagato Keisaru, Touchdown of Friendship. Pokemon. In his quest to catch 'em all, Ash decided to bond with some Persimmon by trying out their face paint. Despite his good intentions, all he did was get the whole episode banned from English territories. The dub skipped over this installment due to Ash's paint job looking an awful lot like blackface. The implications were too much to ignore or edit around, leaving the Pokemon Company with no choice but to outright ignore it. Considering how many times this has happened to Ash, he should just be glad this is the only episode from the Sun and Moon seasons that was skipped. Number 9, Am I Beautiful? Kujisake Onna, Ghost Stories.
I'm sorry. I didn't scare you, did I?
It's hard enough to get an episode banned, it's even more impressive to get it banned before it even airs. To this day, the only public footage of this Ghost Stories episode is a short 15-second preview that aired the week before its intended broadcast. It was supposed to chronicle the story of Kujisake Onna, a woman with a disfigured mouth who stalks kids. But many parents found it offensive that the ghoul's appearance resembled a cleft palate and protested.
Why did I know they was going to say something about a cleft palate? Because that's the only thing I could think of that, you know, would offend people as far as something being wrong or concerning the lips.
Hence the episode's release. In the hopes of avoiding a PR disaster, Network Fuji TV completely removed the chapter, even taking it off the eventual DVD release. Kujisake Onna won't be haunting anyone now.
2 generations of your family have stolen my freedom and ruined my plans. You'll pay for this!
Number 8, Hot Springs Planet Tenrei, Outlaw Star. Ah, the good old Hot Springs episode. It's basically an anime tradition. Better yet, in Outlaw Star, it wasn't just one hot spring, it was a whole damn planet.
Whoopee! I'm thrilled that you guys can just kick back and relax, even though I don't have time for such luxury. Huh?
You can probably guess where this is going. The sexual humor and overall lack of clothing meant it couldn't air within 10 miles of an American network.
Can you hear me over there? How's the water temperature on your side?
So, the original dub release just casually passed over it. At least on TV, that is. The episode was fully dubbed, but it wasn't
Yeah, God, I'm not surprised. because y'all be over there being some perverts. Y'all be doing a little too much on some of these anime shows, always trying to do all this insinuating and all that. Stick to the storyline. Like, calm down. Dang, like...
To air for another 17 years. Given that most banned anime never see the light of day, we should be happy we got to witness this at all.
There's no stinking temple up here at the summit.
Number 7. The Beach, The Island, and a Vacation. The Guardian's Break. Sailor Moon. Not quite as lewd, but just as controversial, beach episodes are another anime staple that are hit or miss when it comes to overseas dubbing. Sorry Sailor Moon fans, but this vacation landed on miss, and not for the reasons you'd expect.
どうしてなの？
There wasn't any offensive or sexual content. The original dubbing company just didn't want to pay for more episodes than they needed. Since The Guardian's Break was 100% filler, it was easy to exclude without affecting the overall plot.
もう怒ったわよ！
However, its absence from broadcast and DVD releases led fans to name it the Lost Episode. English audiences wouldn't be able to see it until this' new release in 2014.
キリンちゃん、ママから泣いちゃダメだよ。
Number 6. Going Too Far. XL Saga. With a title like that, is it really any surprise that this episode crosses some lines? Now, what if we were to tell you that was...
There they go again. Like, sometimes I'll be like, who is the writers?
Estelle will do anything for a cross, anything for Lorna Palazzo! She has a mindless beast! She will even kidnap us for 20 pounds an
Allegedly, director Shinichi Watanabe wanted to go as far as possible with XL Saga's finale. He knew it would be way too much for television and only meant for it to be released on the DVD set.
Time to die!
And, well, he got his wish. Japanese broadcasters gave Going Too Far a big fat no, leaving it as a special bonus for fans who bought the physical disc. Say what you will about his storytelling, but Watanabe's definitely got guts.
I can't help but wonder how Mr. Nabashin will tie up the ends of the story in the time we have left.
Number 5. Beauty and the Beach. Pokemon. Even if you don't recognize the name, you've probably seen the screen caps for this episode. You know, the one where James from Team Rocket is in a bikini and has a big old chest? Yeah, that's from this episode. Now, do we really need to tell you why Beauty and the Beach went behind bars? To be fair, the dub episode actually aired twice, albeit with several edits for the more risque moments.
I'd like to enter the beauty contest.
You should, Misty. There are cash prizes for both the beauty and the costume contests.
Well, our money worries are over.
But ever since 2000, it hasn't been included in any release, streaming or physical. Given that James's rack only grows more problematic as the years go by, that's probably for the best.
With a build-up like that, none of the judges will give me a second look.
Number 4. Osamatsu returns. Mr. Osamatsu. 25 years after he last appeared on screen, Mr. Osamatsu returned to broadcast, only for his first episode to be locked away for good. Then again, they were kind of asking for it. In order to catch up on all the anime trends of the last few decades, Mr. Osamatsu spends this premiere episode parodying some of the most popular shows around. The quintuplets cycle through Attack on Titan, Pokemon, Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and more. But due to the massive breach in copyright, the episode was scrubbed from streaming services and promptly removed from all future releases. It was a good joke, just one that could only be done once.
このアニメ、今日で最終回だ。
Number 3. School Days. School Days.
正解。どうして？
どうしても何も！ なんで桂さんと一緒なのよ
Anyone who wanted to tune in for the finale of this high school romance ended up waiting a whole extra week to see the bloody conclusion. School Day's slice of life storyline ends with cold-blooded murder, but on the day it was supposed to air, it was abruptly pulled due to its similarities to another crime recently committed in Japan. Several major networks refused to air it even after the delay, leading many to fear the brutal episode would be buried for good. While School Day's grisly finale did eventually make it to TV, it had to be on a smaller channel where the subject matter wouldn't make as many waves. Number 2. Wild Horses, Cowboy Bebop. 5 years.
What they be saying, a scorned woman is a dangerous thing?
Years after its release, and 3 since the dub, an episode of Cowboy Bebop got quietly pulled from rerun circulation. It had nothing to do with the show or content at all.
What went wrong?
The fuel tanks are empty. There's nothing I can do now.
Instead, the installment just so happened to feature a NASA spaceship, which was a very sensitive image following the disastrous re-entry of the Columbia shuttle in 2003. To avoid any potential backlash, Adult Swim plucked the episode out of its routine schedule without a word.
And I thought I was afraid to fly!
Luckily, Bebop fans didn't have to wait long before it was reinstated, but that's still a lot of fanfare for an episode that, all things considered, is pretty tame.
This is your last chance.
Number 1. Electric Soldier Porygon, Pokemon. Being banned is the very least of this
Pokemon been on here, what, how many times now? 3 times?
episode's problems. It changed television as we know it. The story sounds innocent enough. It's about Ash and company following a stray Porygon into the World Wide Web.
それはこの天才秋葉原博士が作り出した CG ポケモンポリゴンの初号機だ
CG ポケモンポリゴン
However, in doing so, they traveled through a series of flashing lights that hospitalized hundreds of real viewers across Japan. Not only was the episode pulled from TV and retired forever, it sparked a whole governmental movement about strobe effects in animated programs.
ありがとう、ポリゴン。
おかげで助かったよ
So, if your favorite anime ever looks dim, you have Porygon to thank, assuming you can even track down the episode anymore.
万全なシステムをまた作ってよ
だねだね、ピカチュウ。
Which of these banned episodes do you want to see the most? Let us know in those comments below.
Not 1, not 2, but 6 beautiful girls on stage all at once!
Alright, well, that's what we have for our top 10 banned anime episodes. It's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be, honestly. But, yeah, if I had to say anything on here, the ones as far as, like, the perverted stuff they insinuating, I'm not surprised. Yeah, y'all need to chill out. It's just literally unnecessary. Like, we can do without that. Like, just stick to the storyline. So yeah, but yeah, you guys, that's all I have for today's video. Of course, if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and don't forget, I do post Monday through Friday, and for specific uploads, just check that in the description below. Bye.